Welcome back to Audiobook English Stories. Let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to speak English, but your mind goes blank? Do you translate every sentence in your head first? Do you think in your language, then try to move it into English? And by the time you find the words, the moment is gone. You feel slow. You feel nervous. You feel like English is hard, even when you know many words. If this is you, you are not alone. Many learners do this. Many smart students do this. But here is the truth. If you keep translating, you will always feel stuck. Because real English is fast. Real English is simple. Real English is not perfect. Real English is a habit. Today, you will hear a story about a student who did one thing all the time. He translated in his head. Every word. Every sentence. Every day. And it made him tired. It made him afraid to speak. But one day, he learned a new way. A small way. A daily way. A way to think in English. Not sometimes. Not only in class, but in normal life. And that changed everything. So if you want to stop translating, if you want to think in English, if you want to speak faster and feel calmer, stay with me. Because this story can be your story too. His name was Noah. Noah was a college student. He studied business. He worked part-time at a small coffee shop near campus. Noah liked English. He watched English videos. He listened to English songs. He read simple English stories. He even knew many words. But Noah had one big problem. When he tried to speak, he did not speak. He translated. First, he thought in his language. Then he tried to build an English sentence. Word by word. Like this.
Okay, I want to say, I went to the library, so I went to the library. And while he was building the sentence, the conversation moved on. People waited. People looked at him. Noah felt pressure. His heart beat faster. His face got hot. And then his brain stopped. He stayed quiet. He smiled. He nodded. He said the safest words. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Sorry. Inside, Noah felt disappointed. He told himself, I study English every day. Noah had a dream. He wanted an internship at an international company. He wanted to travel. He wanted to talk to people from different countries. He wanted to feel confident. Not perfect. Just confident. But when he imagined an interview in English, he felt fear. He imagined a simple question. Tell me about yourself. And he already felt stuck. Because he knew what he wanted to say, but he could not say it fast. He translated first, and translation was slow.
Translation was heavy. Translation made English feel like math. Noah's teachers said, "Practice more." So Noah practiced more. But he practiced the same way. He read. He wrote. He memorized. And when he spoke, he translated. So he stayed in the same place until one day something happened. Something small, but painful. And it pushed him to change. One morning, Noah had an English class. The teacher was friendly. The class was not scary. But Noah still felt nervous. That day, the teacher did something simple. She asked each student one easy question. What did you do last weekend? Simple question. Simple answer. Other students answered. Some students made mistakes. But they still spoke. They smiled. They tried again. Then it was Noah's turn. The teacher looked at him and said, "Noah, what did you do last weekend?" Noah knew the answer. He went to the library. He studied. He met a friend. He drank coffee. Easy. But in that moment, Noah did not think in English. He thought in his language first. He started to translate. And his mind got crowded. He thought, how do I say last weekend? Do I say I went or I go? What about met? Is it meet or met? He had too many questions, too many choices. To speak at medium pace, and then he froze. He smiled and said, last weekend Silence. The teacher waited. The class waited. Noah felt his heart beat fast. He wanted to disappear. He finally said, I stayed home. But it was not true. He did not stay home. He said it because it was easy. He said it because he was scared. After class, Noah felt angry with himself. Not angry at English, angry at his own brain. He walked outside. He sat on a bench. He looked at his phone. And he said in his mind, why do I translate everything? Then something else happened later that day. At the coffee shop, a customer came in. The customer spoke English. He smiled and asked, Hi, can I get a latte, please? Noah understood. Noah knew what to do. But when Noah tried to respond, his brain again went to translation. He wanted to say, Sure. What size? But he did not say it fast. He hesitated. He said, Yes, one latte. The customer smiled, but asked again, What size would you like? Noah felt pressure again. He thought, size, small, medium, large. How do I say it? He knew the words, but his brain was slow. He said, medium, please. The customer was kind, but Noah felt small. After the customer left, Noah said quietly to himself, This is not about grammar. This is not about vocabulary. This is about my thinking. That night, Noah wrote one sentence in his notebook. I translate too much. Then he wrote another sentence. I want to think in English. He did not know how yet, but he decided to find a way. Because he was tired of freezing. He was tired of waiting inside his own mind. And maybe you know this feeling too. Maybe you have words. Maybe you study, but when it is time to speak, you freeze. If so, remember this. You are not broken. You just need a new habit. A thinking habit. The next day, Noah stayed after class. He walked up to the teacher and said, I have a problem. The teacher nodded like she understood. Because she did. She said something simple. Noah, your English is not the problem. Your process is the problem. Noah asked, What do you mean? The teacher said, You think in your language first. Then you translate. That is why you feel slow. Noah said, Yes. Exactly. The teacher smiled and said, Then we will change one thing. We will change how you think. Noah asked, How? The teacher gave Noah a small rule. Stop trying to translate full sentences. Then she gave him a small practice. Start with short English thoughts. Short thoughts. Not big speeches. Not perfect grammar. Just short thoughts. Like a child. Like simple labels. Like little mental pictures. The teacher said, Every day, choose one normal activity. And think in English during that activity. Noah said, Only one activity? The teacher said, Yes. One activity. Small steps every day. Then she gave Noah a list of very simple sentences. She said, When you brush your teeth, think these sentences. And she wrote, I am brushing my teeth.
The water is cold. I am sleepy.
Today is a busy day. I need to go to class. Noah looked at the sentences and thought, This is too easy. But the teacher said, That is the point. Easy is good. Easy builds speed. Then she added one more key idea. Do not translate in your head first. Just look at the object and say the English thought. Look. Say. Look. Say. Noah went home that night and decided to try. The next morning, he stood in the bathroom. He picked up his toothbrush, and he said in his mind, I am brushing my teeth. He wanted to translate first. His old habit came back, but he stopped himself. He did not translate. He just repeated the English thought again. I am brushing my teeth. Then again, I am brushing my teeth. He looked at the mirror and said, I am brushing my teeth. He felt strange. He felt like he was acting. But he kept going. He looked at the water and said, "The water is cold." He looked at his face and said, "I look tired." Then he smiled a little, because for the first time he was not building a sentence. He was not searching for grammar. He was simply thinking. In English. Small, simple, clear. That day, Noah chose one more small moment. On the bus, he looked outside and thought, "I see trees. I see cars. I see people." No translation. Just English thoughts. Not perfect. Not fancy. But real. That was Noah's first small solution. Small English thoughts every day. And this is important. Small steps every day. Small steps every day. Because small steps create a new brain habit. After 1 week, Noah noticed something. He still translated sometimes, but less. And he felt more calm, so he decided to go deeper. He made a simple plan, not a big plan. A small daily plan. He picked 3 daily English moments. Just 3. Morning routine. Bus ride 3. Coffee shop work. That's it. Noah told himself, "I do not need to think in English all day. Not yet. I just need 3 moments." In the morning, he used simple sentences again and again. I wake up. I get out of bed. I make my bed. I wash my face. I put on my shirt. I am ready. He repeated them. He repeated them slowly. Then a little faster. He did not try to be perfect. He tried to be consistent. On the bus, he played a new game. He looked at something and made one simple sentence. He saw a woman with a bag. He thought, "She has a bag." He saw a man running. He thought, "He is running." He saw a red light. He thought, "The light is red." Then he added one more step. He asked simple questions in English, not to other people, to himself. Where am I going? What do I see? What do I need to do today? Then he answered with simple words. I am going to class. I see many cars. I need to study. At work, Noah practiced shop English. He did not memorize big scripts. He practiced small, useful lines. And he repeated them until they felt natural. He practiced, "Hi, how can I help you? What would you like? Small, medium, or large? Anything else? Here you go. Have a nice day." He said them softly when it was quiet. He said them in his mind when he was busy. He wrote them on a small card and kept it in his pocket. Then something important happened. One day, a customer asked, "Can I get a latte?" And Noah answered fast, not perfect.
But fast.
Sure, small, medium, or large.
He did not translate first. He just responded.
The customer answered, "Medium, please." And Noah said, "Great."
Anything else? It was a small moment. But Noah felt proud because he felt the change. He realized something. Thinking in English is not magic. It is training, and training needs repetition. So Noah repeated, every day. Small steps every day. Small steps every day. After 1 month, Noah felt better. He spoke more. He froze less. But then life got busy. He had exams. He had work. He slept less. He felt tired. And when Noah felt tired, his old habit came back. He started translating again. He started thinking, I don't have time. This is too hard. Maybe I am not good at English. One evening, Noah tried to speak with a classmate in English. He wanted to practice, but he made mistakes. He spoke slowly. He stopped many times. The classmate laughed a little and said, "Why are you talking like a robot?" The classmate did not mean to hurt him. But Noah felt hurt. He felt embarrassed. That night, Noah went home and sat on his bed. He stared at the wall. And he thought, maybe I will never speak naturally. Maybe English is not for me. Maybe I should stop trying. Then he remembered the first time he froze in class. He remembered the coffee shop moment. He remembered how small he felt, and he asked himself a question. Do I want to go back to that? He did not, but he still felt tired. So he chose a smaller goal. He made a low-energy rule. He said, on hard days, I do not stop. I just do less. Not 0. Just less. On hard days, Noah did only 2 minutes of English thinking. 2 minutes in the bathroom. 2 minutes on the bus. 2 minutes at work. That's all. He told himself, 2 minutes is easy. 2 minutes is possible. And he used the easiest sentences. I am tired. I am doing my best.
I will keep going. Small steps every day.
He repeated that last line many times. Small steps every day. Now let me speak to you directly. You will feel doubt too. You will feel tired too. You will feel slow too. This is normal. This does not mean you are failing. It means you are human. But if you stop when it feels hard, you will never see the version of you who speaks with confidence. So when doubt comes, do this. Make it smaller. Make it easier. Make it daily. And keep the habit alive, even if it is just 2 minutes. One afternoon, something changed. It was not a miracle. It was not perfect English. It was a real conversation. Noah went to a small campus event. There were students from different countries. There were snacks and music. Noah almost did not go. He felt shy.
But he went anyway. He told himself, I will try one small conversation. At the event, Noah met a student named Maya.
Maya spoke English as her main language. She smiled and said, "Hi, I'm Maya."
"What's your name?" Noah felt the old fear rise up. His brain wanted to translate, but he remembered his daily habit.
Short thoughts. Simple sentences.
No translation first.
So he answered, "Hi, I'm Noah."
"Nice to meet you,"
Maya smiled.
They talked. Not fast. Not perfect. But they talked.
Maya asked, "What do you study?" Noah answered, "I study business." Maya asked, "Do you like it?"
Noah answered, "Yes. It's interesting. Sometimes it's hard, but I like it."
Then Maya asked, "What do you do for fun?" Noah paused. This question was harder.
His brain wanted to translate, but Noah did something new.
He used a simple English thought, like his morning practice. He said, "I like walking."
I like watching videos, and I like coffee.
Maya laughed softly and said, "I like coffee too." Noah smiled. And then something happened inside Noah. He realized he was not translating. He was not building a sentence piece by piece.
He was just responding. He was just being present.
He was thinking in English. In that moment, Noah felt light. He felt free. He felt calm. After the conversation, Noah walked home slowly. He replayed the moment in his head, not the mistakes, not the fear, the freedom. And he said to himself, "I can think in English." He said it again, "I can think in English." And again, "I can think in English." Then he added, "I can speak in English, not perfectly, but truly." That was Noah's breakthrough. Not because he became fluent in one day, but because he finally trusted a new process. A simple process. Look. Think. Not translate. Just live in English, little by little. After that day, Noah still made mistakes. He still forgot words sometimes. He still had slow moments. But something important changed. He was not afraid of silence anymore. He was not afraid of mistakes anymore, because he had a daily habit. He knew what to do. When he did not know a word, he used a simpler word. When he felt stuck, he used a shorter sentence. When he felt nervous, he returned to basic thoughts. I am here. I can speak. Small steps every day. Noah also changed his environment. He put his phone in English. He wrote small English notes on his desk. Water. Keys. Notebook. He started writing one simple English sentence each night.
Not a long diary. One sentence.
Today I felt nervous, but I tried. Today I spoke English at work. Today I practiced on the bus. And slowly, English stopped feeling like a school subject. English started feeling like part of his day.
Not all day, but every day.
And that is the real secret. The goal is not to be perfect.
The goal is to be consistent.
Noah learned the biggest lesson. If you want to speak English faster, you must think in English first.
Not in big paragraphs. Not in perfect grammar.
In small, simple, daily thoughts. And now, let me connect this to you. Maybe you are like Noah. Maybe you translate every sentence in your head. Maybe you feel slow. Maybe you freeze. If so, remember this. Noah was not special. He was just consistent. He practiced in daily life. He used small sentences. He repeated them. He did not wait to feel ready. He started now. And you can start now, too. Because the moment you stop translating, even for 1 minute, you begin to change your brain. You begin to build a new habit. A habit called Thinking in English. Lesson 1. Translating in your head makes you slow and stressed. Lesson 2. Start with short English thoughts, not perfect sentences. Lesson 3. Practice during daily activities, morning, bus, work, home. Lesson 4. Use repetition. Say the same simple lines again and again. Lesson 5. On hard days, do less, but do not stop. Small steps every day. You can start today. You do not need perfect English. You just need a simple habit. And you need to keep it. Now it's your turn. Write one sentence in English in the comments. Today I will think in English when I... Here are 2 examples you can copy. Today I will think in English when I brush my teeth. 2. Today I will think in English when I walk to school. Then choose one daily activity today and try it for 2 minutes. No translation first, just simple English thoughts. If this story helped you, please like the video, subscribe to Audiobook English Stories, and share it with a friend who feels stuck in English. And remember, small steps every day.